Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk Radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk Radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. Hey, Donna, what you looking for?
A gun. 9mm. I have been looking for something I can put in my jean pocket, front or back. And I've looked till my eyes are crossed at Shields and Cabela's here in town. And I'm finding that the Bodyguard size is what I want, but I can't find anything in a 9mm at that size. And it seems like I looked at the EZ, but it was still bigger than the Bodyguard.
Yeah.
Is that correct, or am I?
Yeah, no, you're right. And I have two choices for you to consider. Okay. One is we're about to announce it in about 15 minutes, but I'll give it away. It's a new one from FN called the FN 503. It is a teeny little thing. It is 5 inches tall is all. With it's a metal pistol and striker fired. It's very nice. Of course, FN makes quality stuff. The other one, and I think it says here you really would like to have a thumb safety, an external thumb safety. Is that correct?
Well, I'd like to have some kind of safety on it, yeah, just so I don't shoot myself in the leg.
Well, that's probably a good idea. Well, I'm going to have two thoughts on that. One is that the ones that come now without an external safety have a safety built into the trigger so that if you drop it, it doesn't go off. But having said that, here's the most important thing I'm going to tell you today. If you're going, no matter what you carry, if you're going to carry it in a pocket, you need a pocket holster. You need a holster that slides into the pocket and the gun goes into the holster. The reason here's the reason, is otherwise, when you reach into your pocket and grab that gun, the tendency is for your trigger finger to wrap inside the trigger guard and rest against the trigger, and now you yank it out of your pocket, and you know exactly what's going to happen. Yes. Yeah. If you have it in a little slim pocket holster, and the whole thing will slide into your pocket, when you reach in with your hand, your last 3 fingers, pinky ring and middle finger will go over the grip. Your trigger finger will stay outside the holster. You pull it out, and you can keep that trigger finger straight along the side of the frame, and you're a lot less likely to have an accident. But I would say take a look at the FN 503, but here's the other one you ought to take a look at. SIG Sauer, they make a 928, the P928. Did you look at that?
I think I might have. Yeah, it's like in the $600 price range.
Yes, they are expensive.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
It's really, really well made. It's really nice.
You like that gun, huh?
It's a crazy good gun.
Even over this new one that's coming out?
You know what? They are so different. It's flip a coin, personal choice. If the SIG has a different trigger pull. It has what's called a single action trigger pull, and you actually cock the hammer and you leave the hammer cocked and you have the safety on. So when you pull the gun out, you have to flip off the safety and you pull the trigger, and then it's got a pretty light trigger pull. For pocket carry, I might tend to lean a little bit more toward the FN, but this is really going to be one of those that if you can, and the deal right now, it's kind of hard to get into gun stores. It's kind of hard to find things because everybody's buying up guns, but if you could find them and get your hands on them, there's such a personal thing, and you pick it up and go, like that one, don't like that one. That's as good a reason as any, honestly, to buy one versus the other. Both of them are, I'm looking at the FN, MSRP on it is about $550, and I think you're right on the SIG. I want to say it's in the $600 range, so not a huge difference. But both of them are, they're not cheap guns. They're well-made and good guns. I always tell people, this is my common joke on this, is people say, well, I want this one that costs less. I said, oh, yeah, you're the one that wants the cheap parachute.
Love it.
This is, after all, a life-saving device.
Okay, well, like Frank Nancy, FN, I haven't even heard of those.
Frank Nancy, FN has been around for like 120 years. They are the largest manufacturer of military firearms in the world.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. These guys have been around forever, and they make good stuff.
How's their warranties, SIG and FN?
Untouchable.
As, taking care of their product.
If it breaks 50 years from now, they'll take care of it.
SIG's the same way?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, they're all the actually all the major gun makers the same way now. They're just, it's not an issue. You're not going to have a problem with a warranty with any of them, honestly.
Okay. Well, sweet. What do you think about the little Bodyguard? I mean, the thing that kept me from buying the Bodyguard was the 380, and I did do an ammo price comparison today, and it's quite a bit different. I mean, it's almost 3 times more costly for 380 than 9mm.
That's one of those yes, but things. Okay. If you're going to consider it, then I would say yes. Look hard at the Bodyguard. It's a great little pistol. 380 ammo is much better than it used to be, and it's actually a pretty good defensive round. But here's the deal on ammo pricing. How much are you going to shoot a tiny pocket pistol? Almost none. You're going to go out and shoot 50 or 100 rounds.
Okay.
And the difference in price is not going to matter. And you're going to buy that gun for $300-ish.
Yep.
And it's a really good pistol. So if you like it and you can live with the 380, and there's really good, and buy good defensive ammo for the 380. I mean, you got to get the good stuff. You can shoot the cheap stuff for practice.
What is the good stuff? Okay.
But almost everybody is making good defensive ammo. SIG makes really good defensive ammo now. Black Hills does. What you want is basically anybody's hollow point ammo. Or there's a really cool one, you're going to love the name of it, from Black Hills Ammo. They call it the Honey Badger. It's a completely different design, and it works like a champ. It is really good stuff. If you can get Honey Badger ammo for that, now you got your 380 that's really performing for you. So if you can live with the 380, and I think you can, don't worry about the cost difference, because you're just not going to shoot them that much, honestly. This is not a gun you go to the range and shoot all afternoon. It's just not. Then I would look hard at.
Dogs with it.
No, you're not. No, I mean, your bigger guns, you're going to go out and shoot them a bunch. You're going to burn a bunch of ammo. So, but I would take a look at, if you've already looked at the Bodyguard and you think, other than the 380, it's cool, go back and take a look at it and don't worry about the 380, okay?
Okay. And I have one last question.
Sure.
I had trouble with my Glock. I had a Glock that I couldn't even rack it. So pulling those back, and then somebody showed me how to correctly do that, push the gun, blah, blah, blah. Will all those guns be the same with regards to the what do you call, however much?
Yes, how much force it takes, yes. Small 9mm are harder to rack. 380 is going to be easier to rack, the slide on it, because the string's not as strong. But yes, let me go over that real quickly for those who don't know. You hold the gun in your right hand, you keep your trigger finger outside the trigger guard, and then you take your left hand, hold it in front of you, palm down, thumb pointing back at you, and you wrap your left hand right over the top of the slide, pull it all in close to your chest, and then in one motion, you shove forward with your right hand, and with your left hand, you try to rip the slide off and throw it over your right shoulder. You just push and rip. And you'll find that you can actually work any slide like that. And you're going, oh, it's a technique thing, not a strength thing.
Okay, and that's what I'm starting to learn. I mean, I've handled, rifles all my life and killed and hunted, but a handgun is, and other than a pistol, a revolver, I'm not accustomed to, but I do want to have one for concealed. I've had my concealed for a while, so. One
more thing. Please, 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 please find a good instructor to teach you some stuff about self-defense with pistols. It's not about shooting and it's not about marksmanship. It's about manipulation and choices and moving and options and avoidance. And a one-day self-defense class, you would just, first of all, you'd love it, but you'd be amazed at how much you'll learn with it. Okay?
I am so grateful for all of your help and your information. Thank you so much for the service you provide.
All right. Take care, Donna. Thank you for the call.